Only one thing difference between this day, they're trying to find out if I could save you. One hand is saving you, and the next hand is extra saving you. Think I can let you go away and just say, let you go home, eh? No, man, you staying with us. Then we can get you right. Gotta make up your mind. Lose or win. So we be good from here. We make some sense. You ready for this? You ready for this journey?
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a major drug bust on the island of Grand Bahama. Education officials on additional prep plans for national exams. Food trucks now calling Atlantis home. And in sports, rowers hit the water for Lake Cunningham Classic. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, starts now. Authorities continuing their success in putting a major dent in the business of illegal narcotics. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jimenita Swain, and this is the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition. Thanks so much for tuning in. Another major drug bust, this time on Grand Bahama, as police now have in their possession drugs found at the Freeport container port today. Late last month, 862 pounds of cocaine worth $7.5 million was intercepted at the airport in Mayaguano. Already this year, police have taken in millions of dollars worth of cocaine. Shane Stubbs of our Northern Service reports from Grand Bahama. Shane?
That's right, a major drug bust happening here in Freeport, where an estimated $1.2 million worth of suspected cocaine was found at the Freeport container port just hours ago. ACP Shanta Knowles and police officials held a press briefing here at Central Police Station to give us the latest findings in that latest discovery. Acting on intelligence, DEU officers and Bahamas Customs were hot on the trail that led them to the Freeport container port, and thanks to cooperation from container port security, it led to a huge discovery.
Discovered in that container, what you see before us, 81 kilos of suspected cocaine. We know this shipment came from South America, and it is destined for somewhere in the U.S.
The ACP in charge for the Northern Bahamas credited her DEU officers for acting swiftly and says today's bust was a total team effort.
Special thanks to our customs officers, our DEA agents here on Grand Bahama, and of course my drug enforcement officers who are consistent in once they get information or intelligence, they work the information and then they cultivate to bring success, what you're seeing here today.
Moving forward now, Knowles says they will continue to work strategically in their investigation.
We will continue to work with our international partners so that they can do work on their end to identify those responsible for this shipment coming into our country with intentions of leaving our country.
Now, according to Knowles, no suspects were taken into custody at this moment, and investigations will continue. Police officials are also asking anyone with information to step forward and assist. Coming to you from the Central Police Station, I'm Shane Stubbs. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Shane. In other news, the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Foundation, in partnership with the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, hosting a leadership conference for over 300 local high school students at the University of the Bahamas today. The event giving youngsters the opportunity to prepare for future careers and attain scholarships at historically black colleges and universities in the United States. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis on hand, encouraging young people to uphold the values and character of the civil rights icon. Desmond Sanders has more.
The Martin Luther King Jr. Global Youth Leadership Conference, hosted by the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Foundation and the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, giving students valuable insights and tools to chart their futures, providing leadership principles advocated by the civil rights icon. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis reminded youngsters of King's powerful legacy and his global outreach, which he noted is also important to the Bahamas.
Let us be reminded that one person can make a difference. Martin Luther King Jr. made a difference, and not just in the United States. His influence was too great to be confined to one movement or one continent. King's philosophy flowed over into our country, as well as the wider Caribbean, and made its way into social movements across the globe.
Chronicling the socio-economic evolution of the Bahamas, Davis reminded students of the work and legacy of the father of the nation, the first former Prime Minister of the Bahamas, the late Sir Lyndon Pindling, who mirrored King's dream of social justice and equality through the success of the Nassau Accord.
Even Margaret Thatcher, the United Kingdom's Iron Lady, folded when faced with the principled advocacy of Pindling and his fellow Commonwealth leaders. The signing of the Nassau Accord broke the back of the white minority government in South Africa, paving the way for democratic rule and the end of apartheid. It also led to anti-apartheid activist Nelson Mandela's release from prison, paving the way for him to become the first president of a newly democratic South Africa, as well as a lifelong friend of us here in the Bahamas.
Davis says the journey and struggle of majority rule mirrors both King and Mandela's quest for justice, as power was held by the privileged few, which they wielded at the expense of many. Davis reminded youngsters of their role in building a bright future while conquering the obstacles of the past. He encouraged them to make a difference and become a beacon of light to the world. Desmond Saunders of Bahamas Tonight.
Also making news tonight, national examinations are weeks away, and the Ministry of Education is providing added support to students with additional virtual classes for core subjects. The view to improve examination outcomes. Acting Director of Education Dominic McCartney-Russell shares more.
Parents and students, we're so excited to be able to support our students' continued development, and that's one of the reasons why we're offering these virtual classes for BJC and BGCSE. And so if you've not already done so, we're asking all of our students to please sign up. A link has been sent to your school principal, and so you will have access to a plethora of classes that will support your thrust towards your educational goals. And those classes are to assist you with the examinations, to give you tips, and also to help you with your study guides.
Well, the acting director is urging as many students as possible to sign up, as virtual class sizes will be capped off at 300. Rachel Robinson is one of the virtual instructors who teaches biology. She says students are eager for the classes.
I can definitely say, as a teacher, I am actually excited about these reinforcement classes. So far, I have been doing the health science courses as well as the biology courses. My first class was on Monday, so I got 33 students for BJC, and for my biology, it was around 14 or 15 of them. And they are excited. While, as you know, it is a little late in the game, so what I have been doing is doing past papers with my children, asking them the questions to see where their, insufficiencies are, and they love it.
Well, the number of food trucks here in the Bahamas is increasing, with a number of persons moving in that direction following the pandemic. Well, today you may be familiar with Tinfoil, a group that pulled entrepreneurs together. Well, they've now partnered with Atlantis to build a new food truck home.
Tinfoil from the jump has always been about finding a way to help the pop-up vendors improve and find opportunities. We're trying to be that bridge between where they're at and, where the customers or the opportunity for growth is waiting for them.
And a new opportunity has emerged between Tinfoil and Atlantis for a new food truck community on Paradise Island, just in front of the Straw Market. That's providing a 3-month venue for entrepreneurs to operate from.
We are thrilled to be a part of the village here on Paradise Island. We started moving, doing locations, different locations, catering events for all kinds of stuff here, music events. We've done all the Atlantis concerts, all of the Grammy award-winning artists. We have participated in the Atlantis Food and Wine Festival with celebrity chefs. So to come from the food truck starting 2 years ago to what has been happening now, we're just absolutely thrilled.
The mobile food community, the home of 3 other trucks, Junkanoo Caribbean Grill operator Stacy Lewis is one of them.
What I mainly enjoy is to see the satisfaction in the faces of the customers, just to see how excited they are to just taste the flavors from the different things that we offer.
And for Tin Furl founder Alicia Robinson, she too pivoted one business into the Tipsy Bar that's also expanding.
The Tipsy Bar was actually created out of a need. My original business is Pupstar Entertainment, and that's events. I do a lot of coordination. And one of the pain points for me as an entrepreneur was having to set each individual thing for an event. And so Tipsy was birthed out of that, but as well as my interest in the pop-up community. So I took the vision for having something ease my events to then its own separate business. We are a craft cocktail bar, so we do more than just your average mixed drink. So we have recently come up with a tea-infused cocktail menu.
Also to come, Hotel Union shop stewards complete a leadership training program. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. More news in a moment.
Since 1974, the National Insurance Board has been an income replacement safety net.
But to ensure our future remains secure, starting July 1st, 2024, contribution rates will increase and will continue to be shared by employers and employees.
We will be sharing more information in the upcoming months. But for now, get more details on nibrateincrease.com.
Invest in tomorrow today with NIB.
Because together, we can ensure our financial future.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
The best of the best. Keep the vibes alive music group. Alpha Sounds Promotions present the best of the best Broken Scrape Explosion. As we ignite the grounds of Super Club Breezes, Baby, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, Ivy, the Islanders, Elon Moxley, Shine 242.
Get your tickets now. Available online at BahamasEtickets.com or swing by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road.
And we're not done yet. The Falcons, Shag Collie and the VIPs, Pat Ramey, Stevie S, Johnny Cake, Iron Store, Novi, Mama D, and Nishi LS. Skyboxes and Skypods available. Call 394-0819. The best of the best Break and Scrape Explosion. Gates open at 6 p.m. May 11th at Super Club Breezers.
This portion of the news is brought to you by FoCall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Thanks for staying with us. Nearly 50 Bahamas Hotel Catering and Allied Workers Union shop stewards are being prepared to progress to the next level. The shop stewards completed a 10-week John Maxwell Leadership and Development Training exercise at the BPSU headquarters this week. Hotel Union President Darren Wood says it was one of the things the union vowed to make available to its membership.
We believe that it's also our responsibility to create and develop leaders within the workplace. Because when we talk about a pool of workers and qualified persons to be able to go to the next level, we believe that we should also be a part of it. And what we did was we partnered with the employers to make sure that they would have had the time off in order to attend. And of course, the union facilitated everything else in the essence of ensuring that the program went on. Ms. Marsha Bullard also assisted in the actual training session. And so we are just elated. There's some 48 of those of our shop stewards, and that's not only it's across the industry. Atlantis, Poop Deck, Lightfoot Key, KFC, Harborside Resort. So all of them were participants in this today.
Woods believes training like this is crucial to help with the staff's upward mobility in the workplace.
We also have to make sure that on a regular basis that we update our resumes based on the short courses and courses that we would take so that people know what we have done and they could recognize. So when they're looking for a manager or a person to fill another position, they could look and see that this person is well-rounded. They have leadership ability, because that's one of the things that people look for. Oh, your people skills, your interrelational skills. And so if we're able to help to better those people in those areas along with the skills that they have, it's a plus.
Have you noticed that gas prices continue to soar? It's just shy of $6 a gallon today. And residents may not be thrilled by the idea, but acknowledge if they need the fuel, they will have to pay the increased cost of gas. And this as some also tout the benefits of cleaner, more sustainable vehicles.
You have to put in gas anyway to get, from point A to point B. So it don't bother me.
But there's a retailer with electrical cars, right? I think we should go electric. Electric is the way to go because fuel is good and fuel is bad. And electric is costly because we go have solar farms.
You're working with a shipping company that's really getting ridiculous now. I mean, seeing the runs I have to do and that the gas keep going up, I mean, you really can't afford it nowadays. I don't know what they expect us to do. I don't know. You got to find something else to do just to get gas.
Stay with us. A look at sports is up next.
In the yellow elder garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the yellow elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her yellow elder costume. We are alive.
Who will wear the crown? The countdown is on for the biggest finale ever, and you can have a front row seat to witness it all. It's the crowning of the 2024 Miss Teen Bahamas International, Sunday, April 28th, 2024 at the Atlantis Theater Paradise Island. Showtime, 8 p.m. Also expect a big announcement on finale night. That's the 2024 Miss Teen Bahamas Pageant Finale. Tickets VIP $65, general admission $50, and students with ID $35. Box office Divas Inc., West Bay Street. Miss Teen Bahamas Pageant is brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, Star Apple, Wendy's, Titan Hospitality Group of Companies, Farmhouse Bistro, Zamar Group, The Point, Western Air, Super Clubs Breezers, Atlantis Paradise Island, the Sugar Rush Lounge, and Strength Over Fear.
Good to grow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, that's good enough to eat, that is good to grow. It's good enough to eat, that is good to grow.
After an extremely successful Agri-business expo last weekend, the Bahamas Agriculture and Industrial Corporation is now gearing up for its Taste and Tell event set to take place this weekend at the Western Esplanade from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m.
It's going to feature just about 50 food processors that will be displaying and sampling a variety of locally processed Bahamian items, from jams and jellies to sauces to wine. There will be a mixology competition, There will be a pepper eating competition. There will be a chef competition with chefs, young chefs from the University of the Bahamas, using the sauces and jams and seasonings that have been locally produced.
This is the third installment of Taste and Tell, and according to BAIC General Manager Troy Sampson, the aim here is to empower local processors.
A critical component of the Taste and Tell is that it is also a conduit into the market to impact the amount of processed items that we imported to the country. And so in 2022, BAIC and Milo Butler & Sons signed a memorandum of understanding for them to distribute selected the winners of the Taste and Tell competition to distribute their products more widely across the Bahamas. So now it's taking those processors from this cottage industry, mom and pop, and in some cases they now move to small and medium-sized business because they've been able to scale up.
And to take it up a notch, this year, the Small Business Development Center will join BAIC.
Some money they're putting behind it to assist the winners with getting more inventory, more equipment, getting their product tested, as well as marketing that product so the awareness with the Bahamian people is there.
Some 50 vendors will grace the Western Esplanade this Saturday, and Bahamians will have an opportunity to see, taste, and experience authentically Bahamian-made products.
This year, it's going to be fantastic. Like I said, we've added the component of the mixology. We have the pepper eating contest for those of you that believe you have the ability to withstand the hot of the hot. You're going to be able to come out and get involved in the pepper eating competition. And then if the pepper's a bit too hot, you can just go to the mixologist afterwards and kind of sample some of the offerings that'll be done there.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your Saturday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Rose hit the water at Lake Cunningham this morning for the inaugural Lake Cunningham Classic put on by the Nassau Rowing Club. Spectators, including Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, Noble Chester Cooper, watched rowers from King's College, Lyford Key International School, along with Windsor, compete for individual and team points. The event serving as a benchmark to show the progression of the sport and how far it has come in recent years. Vice President of the Nassau Rowing Club, Catherine D'Souza.
So we acquired this land a couple of months ago. So we have a home for rowing for the Nassau and for the Bahamas. So the schools come here and they row out of this facility. So we decided that they're all learning to row. We'd give them something to look forward to, and we'd have a race for the kids. And so we've been fundraising, getting sponsors. We have some amazing sponsors that have helped us out with this event, and we are here and running the race today. It's very exciting.
We also caught up with several of the competitors who gave us their thoughts on the races.
My performance today was really good. I raced in the single, the double, the mixed quad. I came first in all of those. I had finals in the single and had finals in the double. It was a pretty good race. The weather was really good. Couldn't have been better.
The competition was fine. I mean, NRC, they've been rowing for a while. They've been rowing on the lake for far more than us, actually, but we've been in the gym, so I guess it kind of like balances out with each other. So the competition was fine. We all pushed each other in our own way, so I guess that was good.
The competition is amazing. It is a great community building experience. We don't really get to be on the lake with Windsor that much, and we don't really get to practice with them. And one of my favorite sayings is iron sharpens iron. And when we do these community rows, community regattas, we really sharpen each other and we make each other better.
It's very competitive. We haven't really rown with Windsor a lot lately. We used to for the Cunningham Lake Regatta and preparation for the Kennemex, but since then it's just been NRC alone and Windsor alone. So yeah, it was very fun, but
Yeah, it feels good to have competition. Rowing in the Bahamas is a great opportunity, so to row with different clubs is really good.
In track and field news, looking to maintain her winning momentum against 3 global champions, Devon Charlton opening up her 2024 outdoor season with a strong performance. Charlton competing in the women's 100-meter hurdles in a stacked field at Xiamen Diamond League meet in China. Charlton finished second to reigning Olympic champion Jasmine Camacho Quinn in 12.49 seconds. The Bahamian sprint hurdler was the star of the indoor season, twice breaking the world indoor 60-meter hurdles record, culminating with her victory at the World Indoor Championships. Also competing was elite sprinter Anthony Strawn in an equally stacked field in the women's 200 meters. Strawn would finish 9th in 24.21 seconds. Tori Lewis would win the race in 22.96. American Sha'Carri Richardson would take second in 22.99. And due to a 105-104 win over the Miami Heat in the play-in tournament, the Philadelphia 76ers are the number 7 seed in the East and are in the playoffs. They will take on the New York Knicks tonight, which means Buddy Hield would finally play in a playoff game for the first time in his career. The 8th-year pro out of Oklahoma never had the opportunity while playing for the Pelicans, Kings, or the Pacers, and before this point had the longest streak of games without a playoff appearance out of current NBA players, standing at 632. And that's when we look at your sports on this Saturday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rentokil Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rentokil Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Have you ever purchased a defective item and was denied an exchange or cash refund? Contact the Consumer Protection Commission at 393-7795-8 or our 24-hour complaints hotline at 357-7898 and let us help your voice be heard.
Hey, get up, stand up for your right.
We seem to remember our athletes when they make us proud at the finish line. Throw a Junkanoo parade when they return home, toss them a few dollars, and then forget about them until the next Members of the prestigious Fourth Estate should never sell themselves to any politician. Instead, keep their hands and noses clean in order to publish or broadcast the unadulterated truth. Well, that's how I see it anyway.
Read as I see it, exclusively at ZNSBahamas.com. New articles premiere on Mondays at 9 a.m.
It's time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Jiminita. We have near clear skies, temperature warm 80 degrees, relative humidity at 60%, east-southeast winds at 5 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,018.0 millibars, that's 30.06 inches. And your temperatures around the islands this evening, 77s in Marshall, Barbacoa, Green, Tull, Key, and Freeport, Grand Bahama, the Berry Islands at 79, Allenstown, Bimini 76, 80 degrees in Harbor Island, Roxanne, Eleuthera 78, Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 80 degrees, 82 in Kemps, Bayside Andros, and Black Point, Exuma. Otterstown, Cat Island, 76, San Salvador at 75. Rum Key, 77 degrees, 81 in Georgetown, Exuma, 80s in Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Megwana at 81, Acklands 81, Matthew Town, Inagua, also 81 degrees, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 80 degrees. Now, your boating forecast tonight through Sunday in the northwest and central islands. The winds will be southeast to south at 10 to 15 knots. The wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Now, your low tide, that will take place at 1 or 2 in the morning with a high tide at 7 or 1 tomorrow morning as well. Now, for the southeast Bahamas tonight through Sunday. Easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots away, fights 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. So we're asking small craft in the southeast Bahamas to exercise caution. Satellite pictures showing high pressure remains across the Bahamas, and that will maintain warm and dry conditions over the next several days, taking us right into Tuesday when a weak frontal system will brush past practically unnoticed. Tonight, clear skies, 73 degrees for the low temperature. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and quite pleasant. The high temperature of 83 degrees, and the extended weather forecast, the sunny conditions will be with us for the next 7 days during the daytime. Those nighttime temperatures remaining in the low 70s. Jimenita.
Thanks, Basil. And that will end the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. We thank you for continuing to make ZNS your #1 news and information network, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching and good night.
You're watching the